Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Arfuzi bin Ahmad Fuzi. My student ID is 52507558 Today I will present digital transformation and the future international trade strategic challenge and policy implication for Malaysia and Asia. Thank you for the opportunities to present this policy report on digital transformation and international trade. Over the next 10 minutes, I will walk you through our key findings of how Malaysia and Asia can leverage digital technologies to remain competitive in global trade, the challenge we face, and the strategic policy recommendation for your consideration. This report comes at a critical juncture as we approach the signing of the Asian Digital Economic Frameworks Agreement in 2025 and navigate emerging pressures like the EU's carbon border adjustment mechanism. Let me begin by defining what we mean by Trade 4.0. The fourth industrial revolution marries production technique with digital technologies, creating what experts call the physical to digital to physical loops. Information flow continuously between factor flow, logistic network, and customer. When we apply this to cross-border commerce, Industry 4.0 becomes Trade 4.0. Important digital trade is broader than e-commerce. It encompasses digitally enabling transaction of goods and services, cross-border data flow, digital services like streaming and software, and the application of digital technologies to manufacturing and logistics. For Malaysia, we represent both an opportunity to upgrade from assembly-based manufacturing to highest value activities like design and integrated service. Where does Malaysia stand today? We have significant advantage, a strong manufacturing base in electronic and palm oil, our strategic location at the heart of Asian trade routes, and neutral international positioning with strong relationship with both Western and Asian powers. These advantages help us become a leading exporter and FDI destination. However, we face equally significant challenge. Over 70% of our SMEs do not yet export through digital platform. The urban-rural digital divide means the businesses in Kelantan or Sabah cannot access the same opportunities and those in the Klang Valley. Digital adoption among micro-enterprise remains low. Closing this gap is essential for inclusive growth. Trade technologies are fundamentally reshaping trade. First, blockchain enables supply chain transparency. For Malaysian palm oil sector facing EU deforestation regulation, blockchain-based traceability can provide verifiable proof of sustainable sourcing, helping exporter command premium price. Second, artificial intelligence transform custom processing. AI can analyze shipment, scan, flag anomalies, and monitor regulatory change across jurisdictions. The Trans-Pacific Trade Nexus initiative between Canada and Asia demonstrates an AI-native platform with human oversight, balancing automation with accountability. Third, cloud computing democratizes access. SME can now leverage sophisticated platform without massive capital investment. The ASEAN Single Window Connecting National Custom System exemplifies the power of cloud-based data integration, reducing transaction costs across the region. E-commerce platforms have become more than immediate intermediaries. They are infrastructure actors that establish de facto rule for market access. Business-to-business platform dominates in value terms. Lactalis consolidate 57 country operation onto one platform and achieve 230% growth in digital orders while reducing manual reconciliation by 44%. For Malaysian SME platform like Shopee and Lazada offer direct consumers access, but challenge abound. Platform governance determine which product appear in searches. Taxation question remain unresolved when a Malaysia buy from a Vietnamese seller through a Singapore platform. Which country's consumer law applies? Research show the gap between large firm and SME in e-commerce participating is over 2 times in EU market. We must ensure our SME are not left behind. For emerging challenge demand our attention. First, digital protectionism is rising through data localization requirement and discriminatory taxation. While Malaysia benefit from CPTPP and RCEP protection, we must calibrate domestic regulation carefully. Second, cybersecurity vulnerabilities multiply as supply chains digitize. Our PDPA amendment requiring 72-hour breach notification align with global standard, but implementation remain critical. Third, the EU carbon border adjustment mechanism will affect our palm oil, steel, and electronic sector. Exporters must now account for carbon content and potentially pay additional costs to access the EU market. Fourth, AI governance frameworks must ensure transparency and human accountability. The TikTok shop suspension in Indonesia show the tension between innovation and regulation. Malaysia measures respond developing licensing frameworks through stakeholder consultation offer a better path. Traditional trade theories remain relevant but require reinterpretation. Comparative advantage now depend not on fixed endowment like palm oil reserve, but on dynamic capability in technology adoption and data utilization. Malaysia advantage must evolve. Non-tariff barriers is increasingly take digital form data localization, privacy regulation, that scripts compliance burdens. Our trade agreement address this, but policy space must be preserved. Strategic trade theory suggests that government intervention can help domestic firms capture value where network effect and scale economies favor incumbents. This supports strategic investment in Malaysia platform and niche capability. Finally, the gravity model modified for digital trade shows that regulatory distance matter as much as physical distance. Harmonizing rule with major partners like China, Japan, and EU reduce trade friction. Our first recommendation to establish a national digital trade facilitation corridor, the fragmentation of digital trade system, multiple platform, disconnected process, inconsistent data format impose significant costs, particularly on SMEs. Research confirmed that transparent produce and cross-border paperless trade significantly boost trade volume. The corridor would include a single digital window for all trade documentation, accessible to business of all sizes. Mutual recognition of digital identities would enable seamless cross-border transactions. And SME digital readiness package will provide subsidized platform access, compliance, training, and trade financing. Interoperability standard will ensure Malaysian system connect with those of major partners. A public-private governance forum will keep solutions aligned with business needs. Expected outcomes include reduced compliance costs, increased SME export participation, enhanced competitiveness, and a stronger foundation for Asian Digital Economic Frameworks Agreement implementation. It is practical, achievable, and urgently needed. Our second recommendation addresses the EU carbon border adjustment mechanism proactively rather than reactive defensively. Malaysia can lead at the intersection of digital trade and sustainability. The proposed Green Digital Trade Initiative has four elements. First, an Asian EU CBAM bridge would establish structured dialogue on emission measurement methodologies, seeking recognition of region-specific tools and phase in period for affected sector. Second, National Green Digital Certification Scheme would use blockchain and IoT sensor to provide verifiable data on product carbon footprint. This enables Malaysian exporters to demonstrate sustainability credentials to international buyers. Third, sector-specific transition support would help palm oil, electronic and steel produce, conduct carbon assessment, identify reduction opportunity, and invest in cleaner technologies. Fourth, regional coordination will develop common Asian approach to green trade measures, amplifying our collective voice. Expected outcomes include reduced CBAM disruption, enhanced sustainability credential, new market opportunities in environmentally conscious segment, and stronger Malaysian influence in international trades and climate discussion. In conclusion, digital trade represents a fundamental shift in how international commerce operates. Malaysia possesses significant advantages, but realizing the requires purposeful action across multiple fronts. The two recommendations, a national digital trade facilitation corridor and a green digital trade initiative, provide a starting point. Success requires sustained commitment from government, business, and civil society. With collaborative effort, we can build a digital trade ecosystem that is inclusive, sustainable, and competitive, serving all nationwide, contributing to Asian collective prosperity. The Asian Digital Economic Framework Agreement negotiation offer a historic opportunity to shape our region digital future. Let us seize it. These sources provide the evidence-based format analysis, the range from industry frameworks and case studies to academic research and policy documentation. All are cited in the full report, which is available for your reference. Thank you for listening my presentation. Assalamualaikum.